Here are some more fan questions for you. Jamie McQuilkin wanted to know what you thought of the movie Fever Pitch, and do you think the movie captured the spirit of football or soccer, the fans? Do you think...
Well, there were two movies. There was an English movie which starred Colin Firth a long time ago, and then it was remade as a baseball movie with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore. I'm very fond of the English movie. We were all first-timers. I was first-time writer, director, producer. In fact, my wife, she wasn't my wife then. And we had no budget, and none of us knew what we were doing, and what turned out was really okay. And I think Colin Firth is really great in it. If we'd had £4 million more, I think it would have been the crowds might have been bigger in the football stadiums.
Okay. Now, do you have a say in these films of who's going into the film, or once you sign that away, it's a done deal?
It really depends on how it's done. High Fidelity and About a Boy went to the US basically straight away, and they tend to want your approval, but I have a vote, I guess, like probably 7 or 8 people.
Okay.
Producers, director. So I could be outvoted 7-1.
Right.
But I would be one of the voters.
Okay. But you're getting paid at the end of the day.
I'm getting paid. And yeah, I think you really can't worry about it either, because I certainly don't think I know enough about movies to be able to say, I don't like this director, I don't think this actor would be any good. Things turn out really, really different from how you expected. I loved the movie of About a Boy. I thought it worked out really well. Well, those guys, the Whites brothers, had just directed American Pie, and I was kind of nervous about my book going to the guys who directed American Pie.
Right.
But they were right at the beginning of a stellar career where they wanted to try different things and do different stuff. They weren't the guys who directed American Pie, if you know what I mean. They weren't going to stick with that for their entire careers.
There's going to be no cherry pie and About a Boy.
Yeah. And if I'd been stupid about it, I would have just said, I can't see it. You know, but I can't look at films in the way that people in the industry look at films and think those people have talent.
Certainly you can understand that, because your books range from all different kinds of things. It's not always what you would expect with every single book that you've written.
No, I hope.
So I just want to touch on High Fidelity for a minute, since we're talking about movies. I think one of the biggest thing I remember when that came out was the fact that Bruce Springsteen did a cameo.
Yes. Yeah, I wasn't there for that day.
Yeah. Were you flattered to see that? Are you a Springsteen fan?
I'm a huge, huge Springsteen fan. I mean, there was a reference to that in the book.
Yes.
You know, that Rob, the character, wished he could talk to Bruce.
And then they actually
and then
got
in the
him.
movie. And that's the difference between books and movies, I think.
Well, another question from the audience, since we're talking music, and Caroline Brown wrote it on my Facebook. She said she wants to know if you think Let's Get It On is still the perfect song.
Yeah, I think so. The thing about your perfect songs and your favourite songs is that you never play them. It's like the complete works of Shakespeare. They're always on your shelves, and if anyone asked you if Shakespeare was any good, you'd say, yep, he was really good. But it's a long time since I've actually looked at a play. Let's Get It On, I feel I know incredibly well. So it's a sort of idealised version of a great song, because it's not the thing I'm playing all the time. That's usually something I heard 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So, tonight you're going to be at the Highland Ballroom. The book just came, congratulations, paperback,
Thank
Juliet
you.
Naked, and...
it was always going to happen, I think.
You knew it. Is that like in the contract?
Like the paperback, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so tonight, do you shuffle your iPod, or do you bring your iPod and play music in between?
I am bringing my iPod, which I left in the pocket of the plane and remembered right at the last second that I needed it. But so I'm going to play I've got an Atlanta playlist already.
Oh my gosh! Any highlights? Any songs that we can?
I did it like a week ago, and I can't remember a thing that's on it. Okay. But it's good. I know it's good. I was pleased with it.
Okay. Well, we know you're a busy guy. Final question. What's up for next? Like book, movie, TV, radio show? I mean, what aren't you doing, Nick?
Well, what I want to do actually at the moment is collaborate with people, and that's where the Bend thing came about. That's why An Education came about. So at the moment it's movies. I've got a couple of movie scripts over the next year or so.
All right, great. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh,
the book
you.
is great,
Thank
and
you.
it's really fun to meet you. And we'll see you tonight at the Highland Ballroom.
Great.
And welcome back to Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't want to leave it so long.
Don't wait so long to come here. We've really, we're moving up in the world. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.